In this video, we're going to be going over how to throw the javelin through the point. Do you want to take your training to the next level? Download the Jacked Javelin mobile app, where you have access to dozens of free resources that cover topics such as nutrition, arm care, mobility, plyometrics, and most importantly, javelin technique. We also have our free community, which connects thousands of throwers from all around the world to communicate and help each other out. You will also have the option to purchase one of our training programs written directly by me with video demonstrations of each exercise telling you exactly how many sets and reps to do, as well as the option to track your metrics so you can keep track of your progress. See you on the inside. So the big thing about throwing through the point with the javelin is that the javelin is a long aerodynamic linear implement. So when we grab the javelin on the handle, what we want to avoid is throwing up too tall with the javelin tip coming off our eyebrow, or pulling down on the handle and having the handle come down and up and then the tip goes down, right? So when our arm is back, we want to make sure that our hand follows through the point of the javelin. So you imagine your hand is following through like this and you throw through the point, okay? So for example, throwing through the handle would be if on the release, the tip comes up and then my arm path follows through and throws through the handle, then the javelin will fly flat like that, okay? And then on the release, if I collapse and pull down on it or catapult it too much over the top, then the javelin will prematurely fall out of the sky and tank downwards, okay? So you got throwing through the handle is gonna be here, pulling down on it is gonna be here, and then throwing through the point is gonna be perfect there, all right? So there's a couple drills that I like to do to establish this ability of throwing through the point. So Matt's gonna come out and demonstrate these drills since I have a busted elbow, okay? So what we're doing here is we're having Matt in a bilateral stance and he's going to practice throwing high, medium, and low, throwing through the point at each position. This way you're demonstrating your ability to throw through the point, whether you're unilateral, bilateral, high, medium, low, because you wanna be able to throw through the point each and every throw so that you maximize the distance of every throw you take in competition. If you take 6 throws in a competition and you only throw through the point on one of them, then you're leaving it up to that one throw to be your best, right? Whereas if you're able to find the point on all 6, you're gonna raise your floor for performance and be able to overall have a better PR. So the first one Matt's doing here is getting in a bilateral stance, arm long behind him, left arm long out in front, and then we're picking it nice and low into the ground, trying to find the point. All right, so you see how you kind of did like here and then up. Don't worry about that. This is not a sissy squat throw. We're just here, and then we're like almost bilateral corkscrew and trying to find the point, okay? So for example, what you did there was a sissy squat throw, where you're going here and then going down and then up, where I want you just bilateral here, and then you're gonna roll the left arm down and then roll the right arm up to be able to throw through the point. So when we're going low angle, it's just there. There we go, that was good. Try to get a little bit more over the top and then you get the angle a little bit lower. Good, that was perfect. All right, so now from there, we're gonna go at a medium angle. So the last one was low, stuck it right in the ground. Now we're gonna continue to try to find the point and stick it in the ground, but at a higher angle. Nice, there we go.
That's
good.
How you throw it through the point.
So you see there how you see how when it lands, it's not landing super, super low into the ground. It's not sticking up straight into the ground, and it's not tilted to the left or to the right. It's right down the middle at that medium angle, and that's exactly what we want. All right, so now we're gonna take the same progression with the bilateral stance, try to throw through the point, get it to stick in the ground, but now we're going at a high angle. There we go. One and done, baby, let's go. Yeah. All right, so now after we finish the high, medium, low bilateral throws, we are going to go in a unilateral stance, and now we are going to do target practice. So what that means is we are going to try to take 5 throws, hit at the cone. You don't have to actually hit the cone, but just hit that distance, right? Our first one is at 10 yards. We want to take 5 throws that go at least 10 yards and stick in the ground at that distance. Once we accumulate 5, we will move it back to 20. And then once we hit 20, we will move it back to 30. Okay, so you're not trying to actually hit the cone. You're just gonna have an imaginary line there and stick it in at that distance. And then once you accomplish 5 in a row, push it back to the next distance, so on and so forth. All right, so Matt's gonna go here and he's gonna try to throw through the point at 10 yards. Good. All right, there we go, that's 1. Beautiful.
What a throw.
You're him. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right, there you have it. That's how to throw the javelin through the point. Hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to check out our other video on release mechanics.